Hey guys, so I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to VOD review one of my gameplays. Now, this game would look impressive if I just posted it as a video and I clickbaited the thumbnail. I did 108k damage on the bird, I had 19 kills, I scored 275 points, but this is going to be an example of me showing you that just because the stat line looks good, it doesn't mean I played well. I played this game incredibly lazily. I had my feet up on the counter and I was just chilling watching a Chris Hero stream. I really wasn't paying that much attention. So let's look through this game and let's go through some of the decisions that I made and let's see what we could have done better, because I'm sure there is a lot. So we're going to start off the game here. I am jungling the bird, which is, where you do want to play this Pokemon. I have messed around with it in the top lane. It's decent, not amazing, just decent. So going through here, I run through, I use Peck with the boosted sprint gauge to get through the wall. Nothing wrong here. I should be leashing this a little bit closer, but it's fine. I'm waiting anyway. So I'm going to clear this out. I'm getting my passive ready and I'm just going to start doing damage. I miss an attack immediately, which is great. I'm still getting used to the aiming mechanics on Dodrio. So this is not going to be the highest level of gameplay you're going to see, but it's still a decently pop-off game. There again, as I said, my mechanics are not there on this Pokemon right now, especially when I'm laying back on a chair with my feet up on the counter watching a stream. I'm not proficient enough at this mon to play it that lackadaisically, that lazily, whatever the word is, write it in the comment section. So here I'm doing my regular clear. I start from red, I go around the back of the Baltoys, and I'm doing the blue. I'm keeping an eye on the bottom lane, because that's where I'm looking to want to gank. Drillpeck's level 5 is really solid for ganking. It's a really solid early game gank. So I'm looking here to run around. Now, here's the interesting thing. Looking at the bottom lane that I'm going up against, I see a wall, right? I should know to be careful. I can't drill peck through these walls. I can quick attack past them, but I cannot drill peck through these walls. I have to play very safe into the mime. I do a lot of damage into the Zero right there. We're able to take them down, which is really solid. Really solid. We catch them off guard. Now, here is this wall in my face. I'm running back and forth into it like an absolute genius, but we do get the points off. So this is so far so good, not too bad. Mime does get those. I could have done a better job at securing the Swablues there. I'm really greedily, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just running between walls. I'm greedily just trying to get a lot of pressure, but I've ended up wasting so much time. Look at the timer. It's 8:20 at the top. I've wasted so much time. I've taken this back farm. It looks like I'm griefing my lane, but I left them the big Altaria. I left them that, and I went for this to save time. So really, they actually got more experience out of the trade. I go back here now, but the problem is I'm trolling my clear. I get hit by the Escavalier, and now I mechanically aim backwards, and I don't have time to do my other buff before the 8 minutes in the middle come off. So I'm going here, poked out with only one buff. Luckily, they're not there in time either. I'm able to just come in and get some. There is a Greninja here. I need to be very respectful of the fact that they can surf reset, but I do get some good damage on them. I'm 1v1ing the Greninja. I've got my power spike with agility there, and I'm able to take them down. If I did not have the red buff, I would have lost that fight, so it's a good thing that I went back for the red. But I should have been more prepared. If I had blue, if I was there a little earlier, it wouldn't have been that close. That would have been an easy win for me. I would have been able to take those Swablues and Altaria and really get out there. So now I've backed up here. Here is another problem. Because of that altercation, and because it was so close, I'm now coming back to my blue, and look how poked out I am. I have to back now because I have to be healthy for this top lane fight, but I can't wait too much time. So I have to go back. I come at not full health, and I run through and get my Baltoy ready to go to the top lane. Now, I've really messed up my early game here. This was not a good early game, but luckily for me, I'm level 9 on the way up. We're able to get a massive pick, thanks to the lax there, on the Greninja. So we haven't used Unite. Greninja's level 9 on the enemy team. I'm not sure if they've united yet, but we have to play pretty safe. We have to be lurking around and careful. So now I'm looking to create pressure. I'm looking through their jungle. They've taken their buffs. There's nothing for me to take there. So I'm looking around behind. I like to play Dodrio very in and out, very around the fights. So I'm running around and I'm just lurking and I'm watching. I see Greninja smoke screen in. I'm now watching. I get a huge drill peck off, but I immediately run out. If I commit with one basic attack there, I fall to them. This is huge. I get behind them and now I just, again, drill peck. I get one and I get out. I almost get out, should I say. I do get picked off there. And yeah, it was a bit unlucky. It wasn't the greatest Unite. They are, going to most likely get this Regieleki, and we are probably going to fall behind. The bottom lane is really focused on getting that bottom Regi. That is their job, right? They wanted the Regice. They succeeded in their mission. I don't agree with the play, but at least they succeeded at what they were trying to do. I would much rather see my teammates do the wrong thing than nothing. So at least they did something. So now I'm playing farming the top lane. Now the reason I don't farm my jungle here and I go to the top lane is because they're going to push this down. So I want to be in position. I want to get a little more farm, and there we go. I'm in position to get a beautiful double kill, and now I just run. The mobility of this one is great. I turn and run again. I love the in and out style of this Pokemon. You just beat people into these positions, you back and forth, and you just do so much damage. I love that. I love that about Dodrio. We start our score animation because of the way that it works. We get a couple in, it breaks, not a huge overcap or anything. Mime unites. But yeah, the reason I was farming that top lane there, I look to come back in here, of course. I want to help the team, but now I see the rest. I want to get out. I'm a flanker. I can't be in the front line. So I farmed the top lane to deny the enemy from farming it if they pushed up. They weren't likely going to do my jungle as quickly and as safely, but they would have got those top Indeedys really safely. I wanted to deny that. But here we go. We're able to make a beautiful fight, and we're able to really swing back the experience, which is a really good job. The team came together. So as I said, just because the teammates were going for the red dress doesn't mean they're bad players. Regieleki is not the be-all end-all. They grabbed an objective, they did something, and now I'm able to pressure the enemy jungle, and I'm able to get some of their experience. Things are starting to pick up now. I have not been playing excellently in this game. You've seen a lot of mistakes, but it looks like I'm carrying from the fights, from the picks I'm getting. But really, my teammates are really putting in work. I see an opportunity to score down bottom here. I see a lot of people on the minimap. There's no reason for me to not make that play. So I go to the bottom to make that score. Now I'm running back. I'm looking through the jungle and I want experience. I'm farming the Altarias. Here I'm kind of okay if my teammates take my jungle because I've been living in the enemy's half. I just took their jungle camps, I scored in their base, and I took the middle. Mime is now here on the red, and I think they end up actually taking this, no, I end up getting the last hit, which is good. Yeah, so I'm able to come back and get this farm as well. I'm getting huge now, right? From someone who started the early game off really sloppy, who was the same level as the enemy jungler, now I'm looking good. I'm 13. Here we go. I see a big moment to capitalize on. I blow my Unite immediately, and I take them out. Now I want to use this boost. I see the Greninja, huge damage. I'm able to get a triple, and now Snorlax is holding off that Mime excellently. Mime unites. I'm spacing just in case. I end up getting a little too close, but it's okay because I turn back around with the drill peck. But I think Mime actually gets out here because this mon is absurdly hard to take down. I'm 14 and I barely tickled it. Its focus band procced off, but that's okay. But as you guys can see, right, it looks like I'm playing decently well, but I've made a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors that someone at my level of play should not be making. But I am playing very lazily. I have my feet up. I'm very chilled, right? So this is me playing relaxed, unwinding. But even at this point, I should be playing better. But now I'm looking for pressure. I'm starting to really pick it up towards the end game here. I'm poking out this Mamoswine. I don't want them to be able to just bully around my team. They're out of position. They need to be punished for it. The top team getting Regieleki is not a huge deal. We are so far ahead in points that really doesn't matter to me at this point, especially at the 3-minute mark. So this Mew is gone. They cannot escape me. Dodrio's chase down is crazy. I see Mime scoring. Now I can all in on these two. There is no Mr. Mime coming to help them. But unfortunately, I get smoke screen, I get blinded, I'm lurking around and I'm looking for them. There's the Greninja. I messed that up, but the Zeraora, I catch him being even lazier than me, right? Just backing there. I'm looking for maybe a split score, but they're in position, so I'm immediately ready to get out. I've got my dash highlighted in case, I see the enemy. I didn't take out the last player. They could have been there. I've got to be careful. I've got to be aware, right? So now I'm going back to do my jungle. I'm going to be 15 for the last team fight, which is great. That's where you want to be as a jungler. On this map, there's a lot of experience. Even though I hard trolled half the game and didn't play that well, I'm still level 15 and I'm still in a good position. Now, the Mamoswine, again, is really out of position. When players do this, they need to be punished for it. This is a very big misplay. They even unite here at 215 because they don't want to fall. If you're that Mamoswine, go down. Let yourself go down. It's really not a big deal. You will be back up in time. They're back up before the 2-minute mark. I see a huge opening here and I have to take it. I turn onto the 2 carries. I want to take out the Zeraora and the Gran. I do. Mew pops Unite. I now grab the berry, use my speed to catch the Mew the second they come out of the Unite. That was probably the best play I made the entire game. I took out all 3 enemy carries completely solo there, which was really, really helpful. Now the team is looking to do Ray. I don't think Rip Ray is the call here because looking at our team comp, we don't have that much Rip without the Gengar and Gengar wasn't in position. So I actually look to the bottom lane to start getting more of their farm. I know I'm 15, but another Unite could be very beneficial. I see the minimap positioning of them going towards the middle. Now I really just want to start scoring. Gren, however, is there. They're on the pad. So now I'm running around the jungle. Gren is likely going to have to either deal with me or go to the middle. So I'm watching the minimap. I'm looking to back. I see Gren in the middle. The second I see Gren on that minimap go to the middle, I go to score in the top lane now because I do have teammates in position. I have teammates ready if things are going to go bad. So I end up grabbing the score, and now I'm looking to come back to the middle, and the enemy team is ripping the Rayquaza, but they're getting poked out. My team was here. they weren't alone. I come through, I get a dash off with the drill peck. I'm able to take the Rayquaza and grab a berry and just speed off the score again. And I felt like I put so much pressure in this game. I love Dodrio. I don't get my whole score off there because of the way the passive works, but I just run to the goal to grab it. The enemy member's finally scoring, but we were already in the lead. If I can help my teammate get the points in here, the Gengar, we're in a really, really good spot. So guys, this game, it was so sloppy. I played so bad for most of the game, but at the moments where I really needed to step up, I stepped up. I paid attention. I did my job, my role, and what I needed to do. Here we go. I just go in, ego dash on all of them, get some big damage off. And Dodrio is so much fun. It's such a fun mod. I troll there. If I full heal, instead of what I did there, I end up actually getting all 3 of them wiped out. Instead, I just get knocked up by the members one Unite. We get a couple more points in, and yeah, this is an example of even a high-level player can play terribly sometimes. But as long as you pay attention at the key moments in the game, you do the job of your role. I stayed experience relevant. I took out the carries when needed. If you do things like that, your team can still excel. That's what's important. You know, that's what's important, is doing your job so your teammates can do theirs. Not every game is going to be carryable. If I had bad teammates in that game, I likely would have lost because of the way that I played. I didn't play perfectly. So we can see here the score. I scored 275 points. I have 19 kills and 2 assists. If I go over, I have 108k damage on the Burb, which is pretty solid with the drill peck build, with agility especially. So guys, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you learned from this a little bit. Maybe see some mistakes you're making in your games, because I make plenty, especially when I'm playing lazily like this. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.